All right, it's 7 o'clock. We'll call the meeting to order and start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we'll call the meeting to order. First item on the agenda is the approval of the July 16th meeting minutes. Everybody get a chance to review them. Any comments, questions? Have a motion to approve the minutes as presented. Moved by Doug, seconded by Adrian. Any other comments? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. One abstention. Okay, legal notices, none. Order of business. We'll jump right to public meeting action items, okay? We have item PB 2025-801, Nick Lowry, final site plan approval, lot 2. Who wants to talk about that one?
This is Kevin from Greenland Surveying. I can answer any questions if there is any.
Okay, this is just the final site plan approval. You did everything that was on the preliminary?
Yes, we did. We addressed all the comments and sent it to Dan on the 17th of July. So
Perfect. Okay, Ron?
I drafted a resolution with some conditions
Okay,
that they need to do with the final drawing, so it should be ready to go.
perfect. Okay. So, did the applicant get a chance to review the draft resolution?
yes.
Okay. All right, and you're okay with it?
Yep.
Okay.
Looks all good.
Dan,
Looks good.
Dan, we'll go through the rest of the staff. Dan?
I'm good.
Paula?
All set.
Tim?
I'm good.
Okay, planning board, any comments, questions, or concerns about this application?
Nope.
Okay, it seems to be fine. Applicant has agreed to the conditions on the application. Do I have a motion to waive the reading and approve this resolution as presented? Motion by Tim, seconded by Regina. Any other comments? Clerk, take a roll call vote, please. Aye. Okay, get with staff, get those final plans in if they're not already in, and we'll get those signed and get that thing taken care of. Then you can get your, what's the right word?
Permit?
Permits, yeah, the building permit, and have your meeting with staff. So, okay.
Perfect.
Thank you
Thank you
very
so
much,
much.
Kevin.
Have a good night, guys.
Yep, take her easy. Okay, next item up. We have two, 501 and 502, 2025 501, 2025 502, new energy equity, determination of whether the preliminary site plan and the special use permit are complete. Do I have anybody to talk about that one? All right.
No, we received the email from you guys in agreements with it. It's not complete. I know there's still about 5 things that we still have to go over with Lance. We're working on that. Should be about a week before we get those things. They're not a big deal to us at all. It is a little it's nice to see you guys have your ducks in a row, to be honest with you, from a developer standpoint. Because we work with some towns that are a little more gray area, and it's nice to see black and white. So no problem there. Our assumption is that after we address those things, that we'll be good to go and kind of accept the applications that.
Well, let me give you my patented speech I've been given for, can't tell you how many years.
All right, I'm excited.
If you work with staff,
Yeah.
you submit something and then you say, hey, I want to come in and sit down and talk to you about it and let's see where we're at, you'll be in good shape.
Oh, yeah.
If you submit the stuff and then wait till the meeting, it may not go as well.
Absolutely.
And we get everything done before final.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Only thing that's gonna be left at final are some minor little things that we'll have conditions on. But all the typical documentation has to be submitted prior to final.
Okay.
So we're pretty,
It's absolutely
I
fine.
won't say rigid, but we're rigid.
Okay.
We know what we want and we get what we want, or you don't get what you want.
That-
Pretty simple.
Fair enough, fair enough.
It's pretty fair. Ron?
Yeah, the Bible that you sent.
A lot of information.
Yeah.
I'm glad it was addressed just to MRB and not to us. So, but we took a look at it anyways. There are a number of things that need to be.
Yep.
And we will discuss this at PRC tomorrow and hopefully have a meeting where we can sit down and.
Yep. And I plan on attending tomorrow with you guys, so.
Good.
Yeah, big thing is to just sit down with staff. Once you get it in, give them a little bit of time to digest it if you're gonna send in 500 pages again. But then sit down with them before the next meeting so that
Yeah,
everybody's on the same sheet of music. And sometimes they ask me to come to the meeting so I can put my 2 cents worth in,
yeah.
kind of tell you where the board is probably gonna head. So that will help you move along quicker.
Yeah, we don't have a problem with that. I mean,
Okay.
obviously, we understand we're a guest here, and whatever you guys need, we're more than happy to get it to you.
Cool. Okay, Dan?
Yeah, I think Ron summed it up very nicely. We did have some great reading sessions for those 500 pages of review. Again, I think that it's important that the applicant realizes everything is due upfront per how the code is written.
Sure.
We'll discuss that more at PRC, and then as the chairman has said, I highly encourage another meeting after that before we're back in front of this board.
I totally agree with that.
Ron, if you don't mind, Ed, you might be able to answer this, just so I can get my truck rolling on the backside. Do you guys mean everything up front? Like, do you want to see a pilot host community agreement prior to the permit issuance, or is it permit, then you work with the town board on that?
Well, if you're coming to the town board for a pilot.
Well, typically the way, and correct, every town is different, I understand that, but typically it's planning board for the special use permit, and then after the special use permit is when obviously that would be drafted with conditions, and then we get bumped to a town board because they have the fiscal responsibility of the pilot and the host community for the town. If that's different, then please, by all means, let me know when you need that.
We will.
Okay, perfect.
The pilot usually goes to the county first, doesn't it?
Well, that's for. Yeah.
Yes,
Or-
it depends on how it all works, but, yeah. And since you're leasing, I don't know how that goes with the pilot, but, oh well. Okay, Dan?
Good.
You're good, Paula? Tim?
Also.
Board have anything? I mean, you guys didn't see the Bibles that they submitted. I didn't read them, I'll tell you straight up. But there was enough review by staff that said that they were not acceptable for preliminary and or special use permit. So we have 2 resolutions in front of us, 501 and 502. Both are determination that the applications are not acceptable and complete at this time, correct. So do I have a motion to waive the reading, block these 2 out, and approve them as presented? Moved by Adrian, seconded by Regina. Any other comments? Clerk, take a roll call vote, please.
Lucia. Aye. Doug Beats. Aye. Adrian Regina Sousa. Aye. Derek. Adrian Bellis. Aye.
Aye. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff in those resolutions, if you look at them,
Yeah.
that give you some information, but
Yeah,
staff, the communications with the staff is key, especially on these bigger projects.
absolutely.
Because I can tell you that the last big solar project we had took 2 years. Roughly 2 years. Now, there was a lot of concern from the public, i.e., all of that, but overall, it should go smoother this time, but
Yeah.
just know that we're here to work with you, work as fast as we can, but we gotta get the information, okay?
Yep, thank you.
All right, you got it. That's all for that one. Now we go to 802. Adrian's gonna recuse himself since this is his. We have an application for a final site plan amendment for a pole barn. And, Ron?
Yeah, this is an application that is before the zoning board of appeals.
Correct.
2 area variances, board for an amendment to the final site plan. All leading to a building permit for an accessory structure to be placed on the property. Currently, the final site plan and one of the area variances for the size of the building is pending before the county planning board this month. Last month, they saw one for the height of the structure. And we have to send out a notification to the ZBA that we're doing a coordinated review and you declare your intent to be lead agency.
Right.
So. I think.
Yeah, and we have met with the applicant and discussed it in general, and we feel that the application is complete and ready to go forward. It's a little complex since it's zoning board and planning board. And our involvement really it has to do with getting the seeker rolling and then doing a site plan amendment, so.
It's nothing new.
Nope.
We followed the same procedure for 2-lot re-subdivision over off of Matencia Road.
We've done it a number of times.
We also did the same thing for a temporary use permit that's underway right now for the project down here on County Road 8.
Right. If we're anything, we're consistent. So, Dan,
Yeah, no, biggest thing tonight is the seeker, to
Yep.
move that forward so it doesn't delay this project. Due to being in 2 different boards, that's the important takeaway tonight, is the seeker.
yeah, because we meet twice a month and ZBA only meets once a month, so it can be a little confusing. So, okay. All,
I have nothing in there.
Tim? Board have anything? Okay, do I have a motion and the applicant's okay with the draft resolution? Do I have a motion to waive the reading and approve this resolution as presented?
So.
Moved by Doug, seconded by
Yeah.
Tim. All clerk, take a roll call vote, please.
Lucia. Aye. Doug Beats. Aye. Regina Souza. Aye. Ed Henninger.
Aye. Okay, Adrian, you can come back up. Other board action, next item up is the review of the amended overall preliminary site plan for Farmington Meadows incentive zoning. We have somebody, you wanna talk about it, or is Chauncey gonna do it, or?
I'm Jeff Cook, I'm the developer.
Yep.
Chauncey's gonna do the little presentation for it.
Okay, Chauncey, it's all yours.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Chauncey Malloy. I'm with Pastoral Associates. Here on behalf of Jeff Cook, who we just met. And yeah, I'm here to give a little bit of background about the Farmington Meadows project and give some of the updates, because I do know the board has seen this project a few times. So we'll just do a recap and then let you know what things have changed. So this is located on a 65-acre vacant lot. At one point about 20 years ago, there was a plan to put a water park and some other stuff here, but it's been that didn't happen, and it's been vacant and has not been developed since then. Last year, working with another developer, we went through a rezoning process to rezone this to incentive zoning. That zoning was passed. That developer, for their own reasons, decided not to pursue the project. And now Mr. Cook has picked it up and is looking to develop it into a commercial and residential mixed use development. The plan is, if you see up here, there are 37 single family homes proposed. There is 29 townhome style buildings with 230 total units in it. We're proposing about 5 commercial pads along 332 and a self-storage facility up on County Road 41. It also will have, we're proposing 2 senior apartment buildings in the site. So when this incentive zoning was passed last year, since then, we've tried to stick with what was permitted under that zoning. And stick to the same use that was approved then. We have, as we've gone through this, reduced some of the density. We've gone from, I believe it was 290 multifamily or units in the townhomes. We've reduced that to 230. We've changed, originally those buildings were 10-unit buildings, and they had some apartments that were above others. We've changed it out for an 8-unit building layout that is a true townhome style, where all of the units now have living space on the first story. And that was based on feedback from the town board and PRC and the planning board. So again, we've reduced the density, made it more home style or home looking townhomes, single family homes. With the single family homes, we have pushed those further back off the road to allow for longer driveways, and we've done bump outs. So right now on the side of the road where there is sidewalk, there's still room to park 3 vehicles in those driveways, based on the length of the driveway and the bump out. So we've made room for extra parking. In addition to that, throughout the site, mostly where the townhomes are, we've provided additional guest parking above what is typically required for this type of use. Because we do know that there's always a need for parking in these type of communities, and to keep them off the road, especially in the winter when snow plows and stuff need to go down the roads. The senior housing, at the last time you saw this, probably the senior housing was still in that top lot on 332, but we've moved it back into the site, and we do think that makes more sense. It allows commercial out there on 332, puts the senior housing back closer to the residential areas. We also are aware that the town of Farmington has applied for the Pro Housing Community Grant, or part of the Pro Housing Community Program. Or that the town has at least submitted a letter of intent. We'd just like to point out that this type of development, I think, is what they are looking for with that program. It provides the needed housing. It's a mixture of housing, single family, townhomes and senior living. And it meets the needs there was a study done a few years ago for the county. In Ontario County, they said that there was a need to increase all the different types of housings, but especially some of the areas like senior housing. So we feel that this development meets those needs. It also fits in well with the plan for the town of Farmington and the plan for the development. So yeah, again, this is nothing new. You guys have seen it before, but there have been some changes and some improvements. We went to the town board on the 22nd, spoke with them about it, and they referred this project to the planning board for your input. We'll also be at the PRC tomorrow to talk about this project. And with that, I just like to say, are there any questions, anything that you'd like me to go into in more depth?
Okay, I'll turn it over to Ron.
Yeah, Chauncey, if you would please just briefly describe the amenities. that
So-
you're-
Yes. So, I'm sorry, I don't have them listed. I should have had those listed and ready to go. So if I miss any, I apologize, but the amenities are there will be some funds that are put towards the sewer system there in the town of Farmington, donated for the upgrade of the sewer system. We'll also be providing a public road and connection from State Route 332 over to County Road 41, as well as upgrading the intersection for that's being put in already for the Hathaway Corners to a four-way light intersection. There will be bike trails and sidewalks going through the community to help connect the community. And I do apologize, I don't have that list in front of me, so I know I'm missing a couple of them.
Okay, Ron?
Well, maybe I can help you a little bit. John, there will be sidewalks and a crossing of County Road 41.
Oh,
And sidewalks.
Correct. I don't know how I forgot that one. So yes, we will be providing some sidewalk along 332 from that intersection. Across from Hathaway Corners, it'll run north and south along 332. There'll also be a section of sidewalk along 41 where the road comes out up there by the self-storage.
One of the other things that they agreed to do is to provide a means of access to the adjacent parcel between this site and the Troop E headquarters there. It's currently a car repair business.
Yep.
On about a 5-acre site. That site is going to need access to the light, and they won't get it from the state DOT from along 332. So they have anticipated that situation and provided an amenity to allow that 5-acre site to develop. Otherwise, I can just basically say the planning board, your duties tonight is to take a look at this, provide any comments that you have, things that you would like to suggest. And the PRC will meet tomorrow to do the same, get all this back to the town board in a timely manner so that we can move forward with the formal
Perfect.
amendment process.
All right, Dan?
As Chauncey mentioned or alluded to was, the town has been working on our pro housing.
Yes.
We did have a application in. I'm excited to announce to this board tonight that we have been approved, after a
Nice.
lot of hard work.
That was quick.
Yep, a lot of information was submitted to them, but the town is now listed as an approved pro housing community.
Very good job, Stan. It's a good job.
So again, this is another project that, like many others that we've done in this town, that would support, the governor, push for housing and the lack of housing in Ontario County. So those are all things that this project does help with. As Ron mentioned, town board did get a look at it, referred to you guys in the PRC. And looking for some comments, and some feedback about your thoughts. Obviously, this is not your only look. It does get approved. It will be approved with conditions of, site plan approved by this board. So, I don't think it's one of those that we have to get into the weeds, but if you guys have thoughts, tonight would be beneficial to hear them.
Good. I like, all,
I'm all set.
Tim?
Yeah, I know you're big on the parking. and the
Yeah, it seems like they did a lot of that.
They did, yeah. I think, so many of these developments with the single family homes go in. And they all come back, they want a driveway permit because they want to widen their driveways.
Yep.
I say just widen them from the beginning,
Yeah,
make them double wide all the way up without the bump out. I can't imagine the homeowners wanting parking in their front yards or their side yards, but I suppose if they buy it that way, I don't know who maintains that part of it.
yeah, I do like the bump out, but two, all the way back would be certainly nicer, but
Right,
At least there's the bump out.
Yeah.
Most of them don't do that.
that is good.
That's huge, especially off of the town road.
Yeah,
Because they can't park on the friggin' town road during the winter and
Right.
they can park on their private roads.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a nice. But consider going 2 lanes all the way back just for additional, it just gives you that little extra. Because again, if these are 3-bedroom homes and they got 2 teenagers and 2 adults, now you got 4 cars. So it's very easily that can happen.
Just thought.
Yep.
Yep.
Anything else, Tim?
That's
Okay, Regina. Adrian.
I had a question. How tall are the senior homes? Is it 4 stories I'm reading, or I can't consider it a small print? Is it 4-story?
4-story, correct.
Only 75. I'll look into it more when I have them, but that's all.
Okay, Doug?
The only thing I have is like on most of the applications, especially at this size, is check with RG&E.
Oh, yeah.
Because I mean, it's very close to Farmbrook. If they didn't have gas to serve that subdivision expansion, I can't believe that they got gas
Well,
to serve.
This has got to be all electric, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, where do I start?
All electric with charging at every single, at all the locations for.
Yeah, so we're also the co-developer for Uptown Landing with Dave Krista.
Uh-huh,
And we're having some, no gas issues down there, but definitely electric issues.
yep,
RG&E for that project, they're still working on trying to get us our electricity. But they also told us to eliminate, it didn't have to be all gas, or I'm sorry, all electric. And also to eliminate the charging stations, so. I don't know if we're gonna get the same treatment here or not,
oh, just down the road, just down 96 there, they can't even build because of that, so,
but we're pushing on all fronts to
Right.
make sure we can get what we need from.
good,
But you're aware of it already, it sounds like.
Very well.
That's the main thing we
Very
work
well.
out there, so it's just.
Yeah.
The size, and I mean, it never used to be an issue. But
Yeah.
it seems to be both electric and gas is becoming more and more of an issue in all these areas, so.
Yep. Anything else?
No, that's.
Jim?
Can you describe what the townhomes, how they're gonna be developed, this, what's the structure look like? Is it a 2-story?
I got it on the screen for you.
Yeah, 2-story with garages.
Yeah,
As small as it can be.
I'm,
Can you make it any smaller, man?
I would like to, but,
At least it's a rendering, so it's better than nothing.
and these will
I'm having
be,
little computer issues at the moment.
these will be true townhome, like Chauncey was saying, up, up and down.
Yeah.
Separate domiciles from.
Right,
units.
these will be all lease,
All for rent, correct.
all for rent, yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, the only for sale we're gonna have is the single family.
the single families are all, okay,
And each building has how many units?
8. Right,
So,
Correct.
so
yeah.
there are 8 units and there's one that's a 6-unit
I
building.
saw that.
Does that?
So the rendering that you have is the 6-unit floor plan. That's the one we had. The 8 units will look the same. It'll just be 2 additional units.
Yeah, okay.
anything else, Jim?
No, that was just curious, thank you.
My only comment is thank you for the parking. Chauncey must have heard me speak about it for so many times over the many years he was here. Like I said, parking is key, especially off the town road. Your roads, it would be help. I've lived in this. The only thing I was thinking when I looked at this is you might just consider, and it's just me, of finding a way to put the 2 senior buildings together so that they're joined. It just gives somebody who's a resident the access to the other buildings, like say in the winter or something like that, in case they have a certain activity going on in one or friend in the other one or something like that. And it gives staff the ability to go between the buildings. Just a thought. I don't care one way or the other, but just a thought of finding a way to build it where they're connected. That's just a thought. That's the only other thing I had. Anybody else have anything before we? David, yes.
Your engineer's online, so I don't know.
Yes.
If it's in comments.
Engineering, any comments from engineering?
Oh, he was on one.
Not tonight.
Yeah, okay. I didn't figure, but it's a good shot. Anybody else have anything? Okay, we'll close this and thank you very much. I think that this is much more to the town board's liking. And since it's instead of zoning, that's an important thing. So good luck on that and we'll certainly see you one way or the other before long.
Yeah, we'll see you in the morning.
Okay, thanks a lot.
All right, thanks,
Okay,
everyone.
next item up. I'm sorry. Thanks, Chauncey.
All right, take care.
Okay, next item up is Creekwood Townhomes Phase 2 Partial Letter of Credit Release Number 3. Staff, everything's good, signed, sealed, and delivered on that one? Board have any questions or concerns? Do I have a motion to waive the reading and approve that letter of credit as presented?
Motion by Tim.
Motion by Tim, seconded by Regina. Any other comments? Clerk, take a roll call vote, please.
Aye.
Doug Beat.
Aye.
Regina Susa. Aye. Adrian Bell. And Helen here.
Aye. Okay. Now we're up to open discussion. Director of Development.
Okay, that's some things here to go over. Here it is. Been working on 3 local laws. that are-
Aren't you a lucky man?
I am. First one is local law number 6 of 2025. It's a new chapter 159 on water and sewer rules and water rules and regulation. No sewer, water.
Water.
Regulation. That'll be introduced to the town board next Tuesday night. And a public hearing is scheduled for the 26th, I think it is, of August.
Okay,
The next one is a local law number 7, an amendment to chapter 49 on animals, just making more consistent with the penalties that are in other sections of the code.
okay,
The third one is a local law number 6. This is a new chapter of the town code for burials and burial grounds. This is a issue that has come up at the Association of Towns. What do you do with a person that wants to be buried in their backyard? And how do you address all of the issues that are associated with that that you don't often think about, such as you bury a loved one in the backyard, you sell the place, and then the new neighbors or the new owner said, just gotta leave. Or the issues of financing with the banks. So those rules and regulations are being addressed here in Farmington.
okay,
I've been working on the deed for the lot line adjustment with cobblestone over there and the Auburn Trail. You recall back when we were involved with the other properties over there. This one was supposed to be included, but for some reason it didn't get included. It's now being added. That alarming news. Farmington Market Center is asked to be paused from they're not ready yet.
no way.
After all this time, they're not ready yet. So they were going to come to the town board next Tuesday, the 12th, with a presentation of their new plans, but they notified us earlier this week that they need a little more time.
Next.
Yep. Just to touch on the pro housing community.
It's amazing news.
It's a lot of work went into this with burning the candles at both ends down in the building department.
Yeah.
Because of the volume of data, and I'll let Dan talk about that, that we had to show is incredible. But it is for 2 major improvements to the sewer system to accommodate issues.
Maybe they can get the electric straightened out, we can get some power to be able to build.
We'll see.
Jeez.
The next thing I have is, I will update for you from Sky Solar.
Mm, mm.
Frank called me today. And, there are some notes here that following the big beautiful bill that was passed by Congress earlier, there are some issues that a lot of solar projects are facing. Tariffs. As you know, the batteries for the storage project are being sourced from China. China has a 90% or plus imposition on various levels of tariffs, meaning the costs for these items are going to go up. A possible option could be other sources, but again, if they have to go to those other sources, you're looking at the fourth quarter of 2026 before the delivery starts coming. Recently, the Office of Budget has introduced many conditions for the solar systems, being able to claim the
Safe harbor.
yeah. And something that's been done for the past 15 years now is facing being reduced by 20%. That's a critical piece of the overall project, and the exact guidelines affecting the ability to claim the tax credit will not be clear till we get more guidance later this year. Supply chain disruption, combination of the two, ability to get the product in a timely fashion, and they're trying to deal with 3+ battery suppliers and evaluating the best deal that they can. Finally, solar panels, the situation with the 2 solar projects. I'm talking about the one over here on Commercial Drive now.
Yep.
Is similar, though the supply chain is less impacted, given the point 2 does continue to impact the solar projects as well. This, what I'm,
Basically, he doesn't have a clue when he'll be able to move forward, if he'll be able to move forward.
as you know, we granted them a 90-day extension to allow the engineers to make the final design of the road and the lot line adjustment. That's due to expire October 9th. So they must have the, or excuse me, October 15th. So they've got to have their extension with an update for this information that I just gave you. John will have it. I emailed it to him so that everybody understands. And I'm sure you probably are aware.
He lives
Better
it.
than anybody else.
I'm well aware. I can speak to it a little bit if you guys have
Nah, that's all right.
But it's luckily we're not dealing with batteries on my project.
Right.
So we have enough panels safe harbor with our company. So
Cool.
most of these things that you've said are we won't run up against as our company. There's a lot of turmoil and question marks with the safe harbor in the Office of the Interior. All the changes are a big.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully we'll get some clarity here.
I think I predicted it about 6 months ago, didn't I, Ron? Okay, anything else, Ron?
Yeah, then let's all talk about the upcoming agenda. You got busy one. All hands on deck.
Okay. Dan,
So as Ron alluded to, pro housing, mentioned it earlier. We were awarded or received credit for our community. I will tell you that it was a heavy lift for the building department. The forms that the state gave us to fill in, when we went to fill them in, we had so much data that they were requesting that their forms locked out at a certain number. and we couldn't even put all of our data in. So there was a lot of back and forth there. But it really required us to input every single building permit we've ever issued for a house going all the way back to 2018. The cost of each house that was built, the size, stuff like that from the building permit. So we we couldn't just run a report. We actually had to look at each one to.
You know off the top of your head how many that was?
Uh,
Numbers wise, just curious.
no, it was.
I'm just curious, okay.
Large numbers.
Yes.
In the hundreds.
Yes. For some odd reason, 600 and something was coming to my head, but.
And this area just gone crazy.
So with that being said, the other big piece that Paula helped us out with a lot, is the planning board, what you guys did as a board. And any actions that you guys took, which could be a subdivision, could be a site plan, anything that helped with development of new housing. And that also includes multifamily, count. So we had to go back and, John Robitella did a great search for us that got us in the right direction. And then we started looking into each application and, submitted it all into the forms that they wanted from New York State. Which we were way above the requirements of the percentages that you had to increase each year. But I have to give my staff, a big credit, for helping with it. It was the top priority that was given to us from the supervisor's office.
Right.
As I've mentioned at other meetings, Ron has helped out, picking up what we were slacking on with the planning and the zoning board stuff. So that was a tremendous help. I couldn't have done it without the teamwork that came out of this. So we're excited that we got it, but
Remind us what the percentage they wanted and where we were at. It's like, that they wanted 2 and we were at 6 or something?
so each year they wanted a 2% and
Of growth.
of growth. It's a hard to explain of how
Yeah.
they get to that, but that's between the planning board approvals and the permits. They wanted each spreadsheet filtered into a formula, and it showed, it turned the boxes green pretty much. And, yeah, the cutoff was 2%. And, there was years that we were at 8, there was years that we were at 5.5, but our average was like just under 7. So it was
That's
6 point
amazing.
something. So,
Absolutely amazing.
which is great. I mean, it means that Farmington is growing. It means that you guys are doing your job right. Means that we're doing right by issuing permits and making plenty of new roads for Tim to maintain. So, all good things came out of this. It opens up a tremendous amount of grant fundings that the town can go after. Ron mentioned one that we're looking at or have applied to already for some infrastructure updates, but you had to be a pro-housing community. So, without that designation, we couldn't have went after some of this money. So,
Good job.
so that's everything in a nutshell. I will tell you that planning and zoning are both moving ahead very quickly still in this town. We had, our normal monthly meeting with our rep for the county planning. And I think there's 9 items that we sent to county planning this month. Where on a normal month, we're maybe 1 or 2. So, things are still moving ahead. But I want to apologize that if anything did slip through the cracks over the last month or 2 when we were dealing with this other project. I apologize, but we've been trying to.
Nothing we couldn't handle.
Well, we're trying to keep it all together. So, again, I appreciate you guys coming in for your workshop today. I do think that that's going to be beneficial and make us more efficient. Again, let me know, what you guys run into, what you're seeing, and we will try to accommodate the best we can. And on top of it, we're still extremely busy with doing inspections and fire inspections and all the other wonderful things. The last thing I do want to report on is Western New York, commercial storage facility. I've had the chairman involved a little bit, over the last few days with that. We met with him back in April about tenants that weren't following, what this board has set forth as, requirements to be there. as you guys are aware from my other presentations to you, we gave them a 90-day get it fixed. The 90 days are up. We did an inspection this week, and unfortunately, there are still a couple units that were not compliant. We've had some, as of just this afternoon, meetings with them, which we're down to about 2 units that aren't compliant. There's 4 total. 2 of them we know are out at the end of this month. It's just, they were having trouble getting everything in place for another one, but the light's at the end of the tunnel. The other 2 we're still working on, but between the chairman and the town supervisor have supported us in the enforcement of the rules that you guys have put forth. We're getting it fixed. Unfortunately, there was some miscommunication in the very beginning from my department about what could be there, and that's how some of these businesses got there. After doing more research, as you guys know, we realized the issue and we're getting it fixed. Our intent is to have another inspection the beginning of September, which the 2 units, like I mentioned, should be out, and we're hoping to get the other 2 units resolved too. There is some stuff that's been kept outdoors that we called out when we were there this week. It's from the 2 tenants that are moving anyways, so that should correct itself, but we also reminded him of this is his warning. The next time we see stuff outside, it's going to be fines. So I just wanted to give the board an update of that project.
Cool, thank you.
I don't really have anything unless, I mean, what did Ron say about the agenda for the next time?
Yeah, you've got 3 public hearings plus who knows what else.
Piece of cake, we can handle it. We can take care of it. Tim?
Well, all I can say is some days it's good to be highway. Our paving projects are done for the year. We're got Hook Road done. Everything all tidied up down there, and now we're moving on to repairing sidewalks and gutters and hopefully try to get to some stormwater stuff.
You haven't had any problem with having rain?
Oh, it's been dry. That's good.
That it has been, that it has been.
Good for us. I don't know about others.
Cool,
Maybe not so much the farmers.
there you go. Public, any comments? Oh, yeah, engineering.
Nope.
Any comments there from engineering?
Engineering.
You're good?
Yep.
Okay. Board, any comments? Tim? No. Doug? Adrian?
Yes.
We always have comments from Adrian.
With PRC coming up tomorrow, July's PRC minutes coming soon.
I'm behind on those minutes.
Yes, they're coming soon.
Yep.
To a theater near you.
You just,
Hang out?
you just heard the staff say that they had other priorities,
There you go.
okay?
So I'll.
Deal with it.
Well, and I will tell you that we are short a secretary. And that position, Ron and I have worked on with the description of what that is, and that is one of the responsibilities that will be
Right.
coming off of Paula and
Good.
going to that position, which should drive those
Okay.
minutes to come a lot faster.
Good.
But Ron's right. We've had some other priorities that have come
Sorry about
over
the
minutes.
Bible. Sorry about the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad timing on my part.
Couple things from me. I have been working with staff on whatever, whenever they need me to pop in, I try to do that. There's one thing that's come up is that when we get to the Crosby Brothers, application, I'm going to recuse myself from that because they just donated a $7,000 plus hot tub to AMVets to raffle off. And although it had nothing to do with me making any money or I have no money invested, the fact that I'm the commander of AMVets just doesn't look right that if I turn around and be part of the whole discussion on that. So I will recuse myself from that. And you guys can look at the Crosby project without me. I just don't want to muddy the waters and make any ethical questions about that one. The other one is did you get the electric car corner straightened out?
Let me have this one.
Perfect, perfect. Yeah, there was they put a third display vehicle up front on the west side of the driveway and parked it there for a week or so. We needed to get that out of there because you know how that goes. They got 3 up there. Now there'll be 4, then there'll be 5, and we got her back to 2. So with that, any other comments? Okay, motion to adjourn by Regina, seconded by Doug. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. We're adjourned. Thank you very much.